kingdoms and the world itself is his enemy. Like, humans are insignificant. I love this concept. My World of Warcraft cinematic journey continues with Cataclysm, the cinematic trailer. Last night, we celebrated 25,000 subscribers with my first ever live stream on this channel. Thank you everyone who was there. I want to give a big shout out to the World of Warcraft community for welcoming me in so warmly, and also the Genshin Impact community, Final Fantasy, and all the other people who've come together to make this channel possible. Thank you so much, guys. It was a lovely night. If you've been enjoying our time together, please check out some of the other videos that we've covered on this channel. It is time. All right, friends, the time has come. Lore Masters, join me once again in battle. Let's see what they cooked up for us. Cataclysm sounds intense. I love that. I'm getting like Saruman. We're awakening the Urukai, like that sort of feeling. The music is like a march. Death march already. Look at this. I love how we're seeing kind of like mechanical stuff. We're not seeing any humans. We're not seeing any people. Just steel and scales. The music is... Hey, look at that. You can't even see their faces though. They're kind of still inhuman, these people. And you don't see this creature. You just see like this massive... Look at the colors. Just apocalyptic fires of hell. Again, I love it. No people. Just like a statue. People are insignificant. It's too powerful. Heaves. What a good word. Like I said, though. Kingdoms and the world itself is his enemy. Like, humans are insignificant. No people still seen. And I love this reveal build up. What's it gonna look like? Wow. What a concept. I love this concept. Wow, damn, look at that. It's like the mountains, the sea are his enemies. Humans are insignificant. It's the world itself. Just like I said, yeah, the whole world. Look at the dams breaking open. Technically, this is marvelous. What? He's that big? It's enormous. Oh my goodness. The sound of that roar. The sound design. And still no humans. We see statues falling, cities falling, mountains. That was awesome. That was amazing. That is not what I expected. This kind of, I love the concept of not showing any people, not showing just like world-ending potential, just absolute cataclysm. Yeah, it was perfect. What a cool enemy too. Getting big like Smaug vibes from The Hobbit. This stuff is awesome. Like I said, if you enjoyed our time together, make sure to subscribe. Guys, we had an amazing celebration last night. Like I said, on our first live stream, we actually reacted to a bunch of WoW videos, which I'll be releasing separately in the coming days. But I just want to thank all you guys again for being there, and a lot of you guys joined my Discord, and it's been so much fun to have everybody kind of really enjoying the community, chatting amongst yourselves. If anybody wants to join, those links are available down below. Let's talk about this though, and I'm really curious, like where do you guys rank this as your favorite thing? And of course, my main question is, what is this being? Where did this being come from? In the same way that we asked, who was Arthas? Where did he come from? How did he get to that point of regret? Who is this guy, and who's digging him up? That's kind of my main questions here. But yeah, super, super fascinating. Detail. There's a lot of stuff I want to break down. Like I said, sort of conceptually, this is such a cool trailer. Like, you see hammer, you see scale, but no such thing as humans. There's one shot where you see like the shadowed figures here, yeah. But again, they're not, you can't really tell even what they are. The human or the orc, I don't know. Can't really see. It's awesome. It's just like this almost mechanical feel to this. It's so beyond understanding, And I also want to talk about the colors. I talk about the colors a lot. This one is essentially the opposite of what we just talked about with the Lich King, which the Lich King was awesome, by the way. I think might be one of my favorites next to War Within. Very, very well done. And what I like about these trailers is the more you look at it, the more you get out of it. Like you watch it and it's like, yeah, it's a couple minutes, it's really cool, but then every single shot, there's stuff that they've considered to add. So what we said with the Lich King is there's a lot of analogous color use. It's the same thing in this. We have an image that is almost completely orange and red, right? There's a little bit of blue in the shadows here, and sort of the bounce light and in the shadows, which is awesome. That's very nice to see. But pretty much the entire trailer is red. There's one shot of the ocean, which has a little bit of green. But what happens is even the fire of these hammers, even the fire of this like underground, pit pales in comparison to this monster that they're awakening. It's just this world-ending power. Because as you can see, we have this sort of diffused lighting, diffusing through the smoke underground and the mist from the work that they're doing. So, it gives a nice kind of like a cozy orange almost and stuff like that. It's not as bright and threatening. Then again, very red image here as well. Like I said, there's kind of only this one image of the tsunami. But I love how they're using the blues in the shadows there. Yeah, that's really aesthetic. And in that case, those are complementary colors. You'll see this a ton in movie posters. They use oranges and blues to just really give this pleasing feeling to catch your eye with the posters. Look at that, sort of like lava in his veins and stuff. Just such a cool design. And I love how it's like, how we talked about in the old trailers, how it's like they have a very tight shot. I myself would have pulled it out a little bit on those fighting ones. Again, it was probably just the early trailers, not having the tech. But when they were hitting and stuff, you couldn't quite see the whole image. And it's kind of cool. It leaves something up to the imagination. But what they're doing here is a similar idea, but it evokes the feeling of he's too big to be contained in the frame. And I think that's so smart. Yeah, that's so smart. Yeah, this is the one image where it's like, if you'll notice in the music, this was super, super clever. Listen to this. There's a respite. There's a respite in the music. So you can hear the horrifying sound of, 100-foot high waves. Listen to this. The sun goes away. And then we get right back to, and I actually like how they don't show it impacting. They just leave it up to your imagination. The horrors of a ship being completely turned upside down. Oh no. And then it goes back to the hammering. It's like, this is already happening in the monster. It hasn't been released. Huh. Yeah, powerful stuff. And the sun just goes away. Really, really cool image. The birds are like, I'm out. And then he gets back to it. Yeah. And he's armored too. Like, how difficult is this guy going to be to fight?
The world heaves with my torment.
That word, I think is the coolest writing in this particular one. The world heaves. Like, what an image. The world is groaning. It's out of breath trying to deal with them, You literally see it collapsing. There's blimps.
Kingdoms quake beneath my rage.
But it's cool because even in the language, there's no mention of, he says kingdoms, not the civilizations of those kingdoms, not the people. Like, not a threat, not worried about it, just destroying the world. Don't mind me. It's such a cool idea. It's almost like, do you guys remember when I covered Armored Core 6? There's no humans present in that because it's almost like, the stuff they're doing is inhuman. It's atrocious. It's war, So it kind of has a similar feeling to that, which I like. It's really interesting too because in all these early trailers, we've had very little human facial animation and expression, and I almost wonder if they're like, let's keep delaying it just another year, just one more year until we increase our technology, until we can get mocap or something. It's so interesting, and I wonder if they were like, let's not show so much. And it's making me extra excited for the first trailer where we get like a ton of human acting and stuff, because obviously we saw War Within, and in my mind as a filmmaker, I'm like, how did they get there? How did they get to War Within level? It's absolutely ridiculous level of fidelity and acting. So, and this trailer is, we're a few expansions in now, so fascinated to see. What a cool image. I love how they make him move really slow. Did you notice this? Like, it's so heavy. There's so much mass to this creature that he couldn't, feasibly be like, bah, I'm gonna put my hand up there. I love how it's heavy. It's like a labored movement, and there's just damage when he touches the ground. It destroys the earth. Crazy design. Just explodes out of the mountain, and it's so cool. Again, like I said, this is a, you know, there's a little bit of a sunlight reflection in here. It's quite a blue image, but then you have this, just like his fire is a whole different deal on the analogous colors scale. So what they've done is they increase the saturation to this just blinding level. It burns the entire mountain behind it. Like, what is that? It's so cool. And then this too, look at this kind of, it could be dusk, it could be sunset, but it has this look of like, you know, it's kind of a soothing image. And nice quiet day on the water. And then his flames are stronger than the sun. You know, they're more powerful than the sun. It's like, again, it's not so much that you hear the narration, but you don't see the creature speaking it. Like it's so inhuman. It can't really be personified. Like it's more like a natural disaster, a force of nature, you know?
The whole of Azeroth will break.
So cool. I like when he flies by the sky, it's just destroyed. Dams and everything.
All will burn beneath the shadow of my wings.
It's a cool concept, like a dragon that just like leaves a fire trail behind him from his wings. And you saw like this kind of lava on his wings and stuff. It's a really cool concept as opposed to, you know, the classic fire breathing, which I'm assuming he can also do. So cool. But this again is what makes this really cool, is when you first see this image, you might be like, oh cool, like this is the people who are gonna fight him. Then you realize, oh, those are statues. They're probably like 100 feet tall. It's so cool. People would not be able to fight this thing. I love it. And the whole time, you just have this this march of doom, you know, ramping up here. And I want to say, yeah, the sound design of that roar is really unique. That was awesome. Like, you know, you think of like how many roars can you actually make in media, right? You think like the T-Rex from Jurassic Park, one of the best ever, and you know, like the Nazgul from Lord of the Rings and stuff. This is a really unique one in the age of roars here. Listen to that. Yeah, I really like it. It's found its own place, like I said, in this world of roars. So really big shout out to the sound design team. This one, the sound shined. Like I said, the other standout for me was this, the respite. And he did have a tension builder there, a little bit. Awesome. Really well done. But yeah, I mean, not what I expected. It was really cool. After the last one, I expected more of a focus on a character. But I like this is a focus on just the opposite, like an inhuman force of destruction. Really cool. And man, to get a look at him, it's a great design. I mean, look at that. The wings are one of the coolest. I think we see kind of the veins of power. Anyways, guys, like I said, thanks so much for the celebration last night. It was a blast. We are going to be covering more of these cinematics in order, and just, you know, unearthing all of the secrets and all of the joy of the lore. So thank you guys always for the comments. I read every single one. I can't respond to them all, but you guys are the best. And I mean, there's just been such a enthusiasm for my videos recently. So I just want to thank everybody for you know, showing up and making it happen. I'm trying to push really hard and create videos every day. So thank you, everyone. Have a great night, and we're gonna do more live streams in the future. Let me know what sort of stuff you'd want me to do live. If you want to see reactions live, if you want to just chat and do a Q&A, if you want to play more games, like we played some Genshin live last night for the first time in a long time. So that was really fun. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. I would love to hear what you think of this. And if you agree with what I said, please let me know any other cool tidbits you guys know from the lore. Thanks, everybody.